I'll just be asking you like 10 minutes of questions about Davis's program and how you felt about it. When I ask you the question, I'm gonna have to have you like repeat the question in your answer. So if I say like, "What's your name?" just be like, "Oh, my name is Magna," like that. Okay. All right. So first question is, what is your name?
My name is Meghna.
And why did you want a job in management consulting?
So I think I got exposed to it through a business club on campus, and I really enjoyed it. And I think it also gives you like exposure to a bunch of different industries. So I thought, given that I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do, it would be a good place to start.
Alright. And what worries did you have as you were consulting?
Pardon?
What worries did you have while you were as you were recruiting?
I think one of the worries that I had while recruiting was just knowing how to navigate the interview process. More so than anything, I think that was the biggest thing that I was worried about.
What were your biggest fears before joining Davis's program?
I think one of the biggest fears before joining the program was whether or not I would get something I wanted, and also whether or not I would be diligent enough to like keep working every week towards what I wanted.
And what ultimately convinced you to join his program?
So I think what ultimately convinced me to join his program was that a friend recommended him. So he like told me a little bit about Davis and Davis's background, and then I had a conversation with Davis himself, and he seemed to like be able to provide like what I needed in terms of like guidance and everything. So I think my friend's recommendation combined with my first meeting with Davis is what convinced me.
And what did the program provide you that you couldn't have done on your own?
I think what the program gave me, what I couldn't have done on my own, were three things. One was like this. I think this is just a guided program in the sense that every week there were like Davis was there to like talk about like different parts of the recruitment process, and I might not have been as diligent on my own. I think the second thing was just an insider perspective in the sense that Davis had already like gone through the process himself and had been on the main recruiting team, so I think he had an insider's perspective, which I didn't have. I think the third thing that he gave me was very invaluable feedback in terms of like what my like improvement areas were and how I could improve as well.
And what successes did you achieve after enrolling in the program?
So I think like I got the job I wanted, and I'll be starting at McKinsey in the fall. So yeah, it was definitely successful in the sense that I got the job that I was really looking forward to.
Awesome. And what would you say was your favorite part of the program?
I think my favorite part of the program was these like interview sessions that Davis would have with me, where he would like either give me a case or help me with like behavioral interview prep, and like it would be like a mock interview basically. I think those were super helpful for me because I recognized exactly like where I needed to improve on, and it was just like good practice for the final thing.
Awesome. And in what ways did Davis help you achieve your goals?
So I think the ways in which like Davis in the program helped me achieve my goals was I think what I said before, but essentially like ensuring that I did all like the legwork and the practice early on, so that when I actually came around to the interviews, I was a lot more comfortable in like how the process worked, and I think that helped me a lot in terms of how I navigated the interviews and helped me get where I am.
And have you worked with other coaches in the past? And if you did, what was the difference between them and Davis?
So in the past I had a lot of friends like help me interview prep. I think one of the biggest differences was that when like your peers are preparing you for interviews, they don't necessarily know how the process entirely works, so the feedback that they can give me versus the feedback that Davis was able to give me was almost entirely different. So I think that was really helpful.
And what made you more successful this year than last year?
I think it was two things. One was just like myself personally, I think I was a lot more confident coming into the process. Just like I'd already like navigated the process once before, so I kind of knew how it worked. And I'd spoken to a lot of my friends who had already gone into consulting like in the previous year. So I think I had just a better understanding of the process, and I just like grown as a person, so I was a little more confident. I think the second thing that really helped me was, as I was saying, the structure of Davis's program, in the sense that it helped me ensure that I had all the practice I needed earlier on, so that when the actual interviews came about, I wasn't super swamped for time, or I just like knew how to navigate the situations.
And what was this program worth to you personally?
Like, do you mean like
I guess
monetarily, or like?
Yeah, just like self-development or like career-wise, like other than just monetary
Okay, cool.
value.
Yeah, I think this program really was super valuable to me. Not just in terms of like understanding how the management consulting interview process works and like getting a job that I really wanted, but also just in terms of like I think learning how to like be more confident and portray myself. So yeah, I would say it was very worthwhile.
And what would you say to people who are considering enrolling in this program?
I would say like definitely like if you think you need it, go for it, because it is very helpful in the sense that like most college students like tend to procrastinate on a lot of things, and I think the structure of the program makes sure that you like start working earlier on, and it's also super valuable in terms of like the things you can learn through the program and like the feedback you can get through actual like interviews. So definitely like is worthwhile if you're considering recruiting for management consulting.
Awesome. And last but not least, is there anything else you'd like to mention about your experience and why others should join?
Think of anything that I haven't already said, so I don't want to be too repetitive.
That's fine. Alright, that's it.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.